Greetings and welcome to the Geek Talk Show Live. My name is Sabrina Lowery and they call me the Tech Evangelist. Welcome to another live webisode, and we are here giving entrepreneurs expert knowledge. Yes, that is the geek in me. That is what I do, and that is who I do it for, the entrepreneurs. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am kicking off Herstory Month. Yes, Women's History Month is in full effect the entire month of March. So what I would like for you to do right now is go ahead and turn on your reminders, set those notifications on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. We are live right now, and we want to make sure that you don't miss any of our past or future episodes right here at the Geek Talk. Again, if this is your first time to my broadcast, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, all my IG followers, how you doing, Kim? Hey, Kenyatta, I got you backstage, darling. If we need to bring you into the live stream backstage, you know we can do that too with the technology. So welcome, everyone. I have a very, very special guest with me here today to kick off Black Women's History Month. Yes, I did preface it with Black Women's History Month because I am shining a light on Black women entrepreneurs all month long. And why am I doing that? Because we also have an amazing herstory. And if you don't follow our special featured guest, today is your lucky day. So I want to make sure that you are connected, that you know who it is that we are bringing live to the virtual platform today. I want to make sure that you know what is going on all month long. And shout out to Dr. Kim McNair. I missed you at the state capitol on our kickoff for the Senate and the International Women's History Month and Women's Day and all of those wonderful festivities. I know you had a grand time. That happened to be the same day that we had our realtor event called Riding with the Brand. So we were just across from you, serving the community as well, advocating for real estate, home ownership, and property rights. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just go ahead and segue right on into our first guest. I want to make sure that everyone is here. I see some comments here in the live broadcast. Let me go ahead and make sure that those that are watching are greeted. Hey, Billy, thank you so much for tuning into the live. I appreciate you. Love you too, Dr. Kim. We appreciate everyone for tuning in each and every Monday at 6 p.m. live so that we can bring you all our expert knowledge for the entrepreneurs in the world. All right, so I am ready. Kenyatta backstage. If you're ready, sunshine, give me a thumbs up. I see you, darling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to some and reintroduce to others Kenyatta Powers-Rucker. She is a trailblazer in her own right. She uses her 25 years of expertise serving the public in the state government in Maryland. She is in the information technology industry, y'all. She's a woman in tech just like me. She is very passionate in exposing the youth to technology and leadership opportunities. She aims to bridge the gap, the gender gap specifically, by sharing her journey and experiences to inspire women and those who are typically underrepresented in their career paths. She is a motivational speaker. She is a mentor who seeks to increase the number of minorities and mentor those people into information technology. I just wanted to give you a snippet of her bio and let her speak for herself as to all the other accolades and phenomenal expertise that she has in the world of tech. She is also the visionary author of an upcoming book anthology project called Ladies in Tech. And I'm so proud to be one of the collaborating co-authors. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get a virtual round of applause, shall we, for Kenyatta Powers-Rucker. Welcome, Kenyatta.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I am so thankful for you taking your time out today to be here on the Geek Talk Show with us here today and celebrating our kickoff for Women's Her Story Month. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about your story?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me. I am blessed and honored to be here today. So, my story, I have, as my bio stated, I've been in tech for almost 25 years. And, starting back 25 years ago, well, it was quite a challenge. It wasn't quite the same it may be today. Came into an organization where you're the only female, the only African American. But it worked out because I love what I did. I was very, very happy in the position that I was in. I love what I did from the start, and I still love what I do today. And me being ambitious in my career and again, loving what I do. And it allowed me to move forward from a computer network specialist to CIO today. So I moved in and the Y2K era, and that's how they initially hired me, was to upgrade PCs for the Y2K era and move my way up from that desktop specialist to a network engineer, to a supervisor, director, deputy CIO to CIO. And I will contribute a lot of that to enjoying my job and enjoying what I do. Of course, it had its challenges throughout the years, but and I realized each stepping stone and each job that I was in and each challenge that I had is actually what helped me get to the next level. So I am grateful for those challenges. I am grateful for those positions. But as CIO, you get to a point, you're in this career and you really don't see a lot of people that look like you. I did not really have a mentor as I was growing in my career. And it's always been my goal to see more of me, to see more people that look like me in the tech industry. And moving forward, I also thought about the children and how can we engage our children. When I started having conversations with kids about technology and how clueless to a certain degree that they were about the different types of careers, and I'm thinking, we need to get our kids more engaged in technology. How can our kids learn more about what these tech careers actually look like? So I started a program called Taste of Technology. And this program does just that. It exposes and make kids aware of the different types of tech careers. So we have workshops where we have IT professionals that teach coding and cybersecurity and how to build a PC and application development and gaming. So it actually gives the kids just that, a taste of technology. And my last event, we actually had one for the adults too, how to get into tech. So we had a very good turnout. The IT professionals that all volunteered. This is all nonprofit situation of people volunteering and having sponsors to come in because everyone had the desire to help the kids. So as in Taste of Technology, and still working with DHS, the Department of Human Services, as CIO, I'm also looking at our women. And so why not think about how to engage more women in technology? So going from one shift to the other, we also have a group for DMV ladies in tech and how we can engage the DMV ladies. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So how to engage the kids, how to engage the women, and then what leads me to the Ladies in Tech book anthology project.
Awesome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. We have ourselves a phenomenal woman in information technology right here on the broadcast. I want everyone to make sure that you follow Kenyatta on Instagram, on Facebook, that you are absolutely connected and that you are able to post any comments or questions right here that we can answer for you on our live broadcast or even on the replay once today's broadcast has ended. So, what I would like to do in celebration of Women's History Month, Kenyatta, is ask you, what do you do personally and professionally to celebrate for Women's History?
So that's actually a very, very good question. I actually last year is when it really became really evident about how we can actually encourage and how we can actually support each other. It was a little discouraging, I will admit, in the beginning, that we realized, and we're only talking about a month, right? Women's History Month, when it really should be something that we'd be celebrating all year. It's just like Black History Month is something you celebrate for a month. But we do get that opportunity. I do get to be able to excel. I do get to recognize some women in that are making history. So one of the reasons I really wanted to have my book to be to come through for in the month of March, because of Women History Month, right? So we can have all of these women that is just out there in the month of March. But we'll have a ton of encouraging interviews. We'll be talking about the book and the different things that can help women in technology careers. So this month is going to be pretty exciting with all the different things that we have going on. But I love to be able to, celebrate women in general, as all of the wonderful things that we all have going on within our careers, within our families, within our churches, which in so many different areas in life, and how we have excelled and how we continue to excel.
Absolutely. So I want to just give a shout out. We've got several viewers on IG. We've got our LinkedIn family connected here. We've got our Facebook family pushing this content through. I want everybody to just tag Kenyatta, share this live broadcast, let everybody know that we're telling her story today. It is Women's History Month all month long, the month of March, and we are celebrating women in business. So I want to shift the conversation, Kenyatta, because, in information technology, as you and I both know, for over 2 decades of our lifetimes, I know we don't look a day over 2 decades. Thank you, Father. So I want to just be intentional right now about our message on the platform. So when we're encouraging women in their careers, in their leadership journey, sometimes the beaten path for some women is a leadership role for a corporation. We've both had that experience in corporate America. There are not many women that will actually tiptoe their way into entrepreneurship. What was that burning flame? What was that desire that just bubbled up in you to make you feel like, I'm about to birth me a business as a woman? Can you tell everyone what made you do that in your career path and your career journey?
So I will say, even going back to what I said earlier, a lot of it really was about serving and serving others. And I always have been I've been mentoring and talking with and speaking with other ladies and young folk in tech. And I thought about, well, I've been doing a whole lot of volunteering. And this is my passion, and this is what I love to do. And how can I make some money off of that? So it's like, let's go into this entrepreneurship and still with this mindset of still being able to help people. How can I still, encourage the young and encourage the women in these technology careers. So when it comes to coaching, and it's something that I'm actually doing right now as well, coaching and getting careers as well as in leadership. So I had to, first, you think I've been at DHS for about 25 years now. And I was also thinking about what that next step is. So although I'm still there, it's also thinking about what is that, what are we doing afterwards? So after we actually had those stepping stones to get me to that CIO position, the CIO position is just another stepping stone that's leading me to another position. So why not do something that you're passionate about? Why not have this company in which you are so anxious to be able to still help other people and being able to move forward in your career at the same time? So being an entrepreneur and being able to help others at the same time, and that was the real joy for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your journey, Kenyatta. I'm in the background just chatting with our guests, and I'm letting everybody see how they can connect with you. Why don't we just go ahead and take our little commercial break, and you tell the people how they can connect with you. So those that do want to post their comments and their questions in our live broadcast, they can connect with you.
Absolutely. So my website, and where we see, I've been scrolling. My website is KenyattaPowersRucker.com. And I'm actually on as Facebook and as Kenyatta Powers-Rucker. I'm also on Instagram as Kenyatta Powers-Rucker, and LinkedIn, very heavily on LinkedIn as well. So Twitter is Kenyatta P. Rucker on Twitter. So yes, definitely will be glad to connect with you all and to actually see when all the different things that's going on, especially about the book.
Exactly. So perfect segue, darling. I am so glad you talked about that wonderful background that you have
Yeah.
behind you. I am so excited. This being our first broadcast together with our book launch announcement, Kenyatta, I want you to just take a moment and just share, as the visionary of this book anthology project, what was it that made you feel like, let me go and gather some of my tech sisters and put this pen to paper?
Yes.
What was it? What burned the desire in you, and what aspired you and inspired you to put this collaboration together for the ladies?
As a lady in myself and in growing in my career throughout the years, I just wish that there was a resource or a tool that I knew of, right? And maybe there was that I didn't know, but that I knew of that could help me in so many different situations in the workplace. So as women, we face different things. I did not have a mentor. Again, as I stated, I did not have a mentor at all to help me to understand of how to negotiate my salary, right? How to ask for a promotion, how to say what you deserve to be in this promotion and things you needed to do to get into this promotion. So how do I handle imposter syndrome? How do I handle those situations when you're the only one sitting in the room at the table that looks like you, right? How do you handle different types of situations that can really help you and foster your way through a tech career? And in most cases, it's not just tech. Even though the tech field is a male dominated industry, there are a lot of male dominated industry that some of these guys can actually help you with. So as you think about, how can I be able to give other young ladies in tech something that I didn't have? To be able to go to a book, to be able to go to a resource and not just talk about one little thing, but we have 20 different ladies with almost 300 years of experience between the 20 ladies of knowledge and skills and talent to help other ladies get through their technology. So there's different guides and different tips, different acknowledgments about how we can help each other. All right, so this is me doing still what I love and being able to help other young ladies to further their career, to advance their career, so they can see their career going to another level, not give up, to understand you're not in this by yourself. It is a lot of us that have gone through it or are currently in it. And the ladies in this book are just as passionate as I am. And one of the things that, as we were, I did a little registration process, and why, and asking the question, why do you want to be in this anthology? And everyone, I mean, everyone had very, very similar answer is, I want to help other ladies in their tech career, mostly of those same than me. I want to be able to support and show them that there's other ladies that are in tech that in college and have disabilities and that have things that say you're not here by yourself. So this will be a big joy. So, so that just around the corner. And
Kenyatta, just bear with me one moment. Are we getting a little choppy in our feed? Are you okay on your ends? Because it's a little choppy for me. And so I'm just wanting to pay attention to those that are on the broadcast, that are watching us live. Can you just go over the last part of the book Anthology project where you said how passionate all of the contributing authors are about sharing their stories about their leadership journeys in tech? Can you just go back to that key point for me, please?
So I think I kind of missed some stuff. I'm not sure if that was me. You said to go back
That's
to
what I was
something?
just saying. Let's just take a pause. Can you hear me okay without a delay?
Okay, I can.
Okay, perfect. So let's just reset just for a moment. Let's give our guests an opportunity because that was so important. I don't want people to miss that part of your message. If you will, just start again about the book anthology project where you were speaking about how passionate the other contributing authors were about sharing their journeys in IT.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. So the other young ladies, one of the main questions that I asked during the registration process was, what made you want to write a chapter? What made you want to be a co-author in this book? What pulled you? What grabbed you to want to be in this book? And most of the majority of the answers were, I want to be able to help other ladies in tech. I want them to see that they're not in this by themselves. I want them to see that there is other women of color, there are women with disabilities, there are other women in tech that are excelling. We're not just here and in tech and existing. We are excelling in the tech career. So we want to give them somewhat of encouragement and support to notice that you're not in this by yourself. So keep going, keep stretching. We're gonna have this book that can help you get through some challenging situations because challenges happen. The challenges are going to come, but have a resource at your fingertips that can be able to support you through those challenges.
That is awesome, Kenyatta. Thank you so much for just restating that. I just thought
Yeah.
it was so important for our guests to hear that part of our journey together. Now, I'm going to shift the conversation here again because it is Women's Herstory. And because we're sharing our stories, I want to tell people about the power of networking and collaboration.
Mm,
We're going to end on that
mhm.
note, okay? So, you and I are both what I call power networkers, where we are very intentional about the spaces that we will fill with our time, with our money, with our resources, right? And so, can you remember when and how we met?
I do remember how we met. Oh my goodness, I do. It was back in 2018. Yes, at it's a Hugh Tech Summit of Women in Color. And you know what? That was my very first um, tech conference, or speaking at a tech conference for women. And I met so many wonderful. There's another young lady that's on as a on in the book that I met there too, and met at the Tech UC. Yes, so that was a very eye opening experience for me, and the amount of women that connections that I made from that, and the stuff that I learned as it being a part of it. So that was a very eye opening experience for me.
And I feel 100% the same way. So, Kenyatta, my backstory, if you recall, I almost did not make that event because I had a major car accident just weeks before. So, I was there with a cast on my wrist.
Mm,
I was limping and had a knee brace
mm.
on. And so it was my public speaking debut outside of the state of Georgia as a conference for technology. And I was
Wow.
so excited. My husband traveled to Philadelphia with me. We came in town for the sole purpose of this Women in Technology, the Hugh Tech Conference. And I was
Uh-huh.
just inspired, motivated, highly encouraged by, let's go and give G.E.E.K her flowers for doing the phenomenal
Yes.
job that
Yes.
she did for putting
Yes.
together and being the visionary and the founder of such an amazing conference. And to this day, I
Mhm.
just want to go and give her a shout out because I still have some of my swag on my phone to bring it outward. Right. So shout out to Okay. I really love and adore her. It was so awesome.
Mhm.
So, our book collaboration, I want to just share with the people a little bit about our book launch that's coming up. So, let me see if I can get us all pulled up over here. I want to make sure we can go full screen over here. Boom. I want you one more time because I'm going to go ahead and share with the people. Here is our book that is coming live. Tell the people about the pre-sales, Kenyatta.
Yes. All right. So I definitely need to are updating the website for all of this new dates and new accommodations that are coming. So yes, March 15th. March 15th, mark your calendars. We will start with pre-sales, meaning we'll have ways for you to purchase the book before the actual book is launched. So when the book is launched, we'll have your book in hand and we'll be able to send you the books as they come. But pre-sales allow us to get a good count on how many people that are interested and going to be able to buy the book in advance. So mark your calendars, March 15th, and more information to come for the pre-sales for March 15th.
Yes, everybody. I am so excited. Here again, another opportunity to support women in business. We are
Yes.
being very intentional by giving you all the pre sale dates because, ladies and gentlemen, we want this to be another bestseller. We want this
Absolutely.
anthology project to make a difference. We're not writing this book just to put credentials on our resumes. We are writing this book to be change makers. You know, they say, be the change you wish to see in this world. And as women of color in the IT industry, we have got to lift as we climb. And that
Yeah.
leadership journey, it means book anthology. It means share your story. It means give the highs and the lows. It means put some resources out there for the people. How did you get certified? What designations do you have? How did you make it in a mostly male dominated industry? How did you
Mm.
imposter syndrome. Listen, I'm just going down some of the chapter topics, y'all, and it is going to be thebomb.com. So I want y'all to go and drop March 15th in the comments so you can get your pre-sale orders. Kenyatta, I want us to make sure that the people know that these pre-sales are going live March the 15th, and this is how you can support us and celebrate Women's Her Story Month. Now, I'm very intentional all month long about using the hashtag herstory because her story is part of history. And just because it may be his story that people look for, we are those women that have a story to tell too. So, let's close. Let's give the people some parting thoughts. If you have any upcoming events outside of the book launch, I know we're going to be doing the tech conference in California. Maybe we can drop a little something about that too. Would you like to go ahead and tell the people a few little closing remarks?
Sure. All right. So another date to remember is May 5th. And May 5th is the actual book launch. It's a virtual book launch. And we will have more information of a link of where you can register for the book launch. We will have all of our speakers that will be giving us tidbits of information about what's in the book and sharing a little bit about their chapter. And so that you can also be able to buy the book from them as well. We will have interviews behind interviews for the month of March and for the month of April, so you can also get tidbits of information about the book. So we will also be displayed and be featured in the Own It magazine, which will be coming out momentarily for the month of March. The Ladies in Tech will be featured in the Own It magazine. So sharing our stories, is sharing different things about the book and sharing who we are, what we do, and being able to show how you can get a copy of the book. So month of March and the month of April, things are really, really busy for the Ladies in Tech, for the co-authors and the collaborating authors in Ladies in Tech. As Sabrina mentioned, we will also be in California and Long Beach, California on May 17th and May 18th through the Wonder Woman Tech Conference. It is managed by May Brunson. She is our full of the book. So she is the founder of Wonder Woman Tech. I have spoken at that conference several times, and the audience is just absolutely amazing. They are eager to learn and eager to want to hear, and we get so many different comments. So Wonder Woman Tech, May 17th through May 18th.
Awesome. I'm over here in the chat room, posting the links, making sure the people have all of this information. If you all don't catch us here live, you catch that replay and you want to attend these events, all you got to do is type in the comments which one of these conferences or which one of these registration links you need so that you don't miss a thing. And Kiana,
one other thing I wanted to mention too, I'm sorry, is Cheryl Wood will be our speaker at the May 5th book launch as well. So I know she's my coach, so she will be a speaker at the May 5th book launch. So we're excited to have her on board.
Awesome. Shout out to Dr. Cheryl Wood, the phenomenal speaker, trainer, and coach extraordinaire. Absolutely proud to have also done numerous speaking projects and collaborations with her and her team. So shout out to our speakers and all of the phenomenal ladies that have come under her coaching program. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an amazing kickoff to our celebration of Women's History Month. Don't you think? I think so. Kenyatta, thank you, and thank you for being our guest today.
Yeah, you are so welcome. Thank you for having me. I had a ball. I had a great time. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's just give our very special guest who has shared her story here on the Geek Talk Live, Kenyatta Powers-Rucker, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We'll be sure to have all of our guests following you and go back and comment and get all those replay notes and all that good stuff, Kenyatta. We'll be in touch real soon.
All right.
Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Geek Talk, where we give entrepreneurs expert knowledge. And my name is Sabrina Lowery. I am the tech evangelist. I am the founder and owner of Sabrina Lowery Enterprises, LLC, where I do all things tech. We geek out with the people. We service entrepreneurs, small business owners, real estate professionals, and brokers, all their technology needs. We help them develop their systems, set up their automation, get that technology audit so that they can put real dollars back into their business budget, and stop the madness with subscribing to tech platforms that they don't need. So if that sounds like you and you need a little coaching, a little hand holding, a little help desk technical support, you can reach out to me. Sabrina Lowery Enterprises is where you want to find me. You can absolutely book a consultation. The first 30 minutes is on me. Anything past that, you will be billed on that hourly rate or by the project. So you all just connect with me. Let's talk a little tech. I do appreciate you for tuning in to another webisode. I do want to give a special shout out to my team, all of my amazing realtor team members who are out there, boots on the ground, making it happen. Legacy Realty and Management is my real estate brand and brokerage. You can go on over to legacyrealtyandmanagement.com. That is where you will find all things real estate. And as a licensed broker for 20 years, yes, 20 years serving the people in home ownership, in knowing their property rights, in advocating for those fair housing rights. It is my duty as a member of the National Association of Realtors to educate the consumers and teach the public all of the pathways and the resources that will help them achieve their dream in home ownership. It has been my pleasure here today. Again, you can connect with me, go to my websites, book a consultation, send an email, post a comment, but most of all, be sure to like this webisode, share this episode, and tell the people about the phenomenal women that we are sharing their stories all month long. And last but certainly not least, set those notifications and reminders and come on back to our next broadcast. My name is Sabrina Lowery, and this concludes this edition of the Geek Talk. Thank you for tuning in, and make it a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.